Okay, this is where I'm stopping. 23 minutes left. I'm out. Let's get a review going of this movie. I'm gonna step outside and talk some shit. Okay, because I want to speak a little bit louder, and you know what I mean. Yeah, the You People is a bad movie. It's a bad movie. What I'll say about it, it's my opinion. If you like Kevin Hart's comedy, if you think Kevin Hart is funny, you might like this movie. There's a genuine possibility that you'll like this movie if you like Kevin Hart. If you, listen, the first album of Kevin Hart, I'm walking around, no shoe, one shoe. No damn reason. I couldn't find it before I walked out, but it's okay. I liked Kevin Hart at the beginning, right? The first two albums, but after that, it's for white people. It's for, like, I don't know who that's for exactly, but I know a lot of people find him funny. That's why he's fucking so famous. But yeah, it's not for me. It's not the comedy. Maybe it's for kids. I don't know. But that comedy is present. It's very present here. And it's not funny. Man, it's not funny. All the jokes in this film are, man, white people are uncomfortable around black people, so they say weird things. And black people hate white people. And they're all racist. And they all think, white people can't be around black people without doing racist things. And then they have, or saying, potentially offensive things. It's just, it's over the top with it. It's over the top. And then we have, let's talk about the love interest. Let's just, for 3 seconds, we're good. And listen, spoiler alert, just, if you want to watch the film, go watch the film. They spend zero time on this relationship. They literally, movie time, from the moment they met, even in the movie time, they were married in 10 days, in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, they met, and then they're married. And everything is rushed. They speed ran this entire thing. If they wanted to do it, bro, everyone makes series now. Why don't you just make it a series? If you want to really explore all these things, do it right, make it a series. But I don't know. They just took so much and they fucking jammed it. They jammed it in. They did their best to jam everything in there, and it shows. And it shows. They wanted to. They had a bunch of scenes that they wanted, a bunch of set pieces, a bunch of messages that they wanted to put out there, and they made sure to jam everything in there, jammed everything in there, and it shows. This is edited like a music video. They have, each scene is 5 minutes, and then it's 5 minutes followed by a montage of things with a popular rap song. I have not seen a movie, I've never seen a movie this bad, I've never seen a movie like this. Literally, I could edit the movie. It's a fun, it could be a fun, YouTuber thing. This would be a fun, YouTube, caricature of something. That would have been what it would be. Honestly, if I saw a 5-minute clip of this on YouTube with Jonah Hill and these people just playing around and being dumb and really I honestly might, I don't know if I would, it would be fun because it's there's an authenticity to it. They're just making it, but man, this is bad, bro. This is terrible. They took a 3-minute premise. They took it's maybe it's the jokes are played. It's they took every little played out, overdone, over roasted joke that exists about black people and white people and black people and Jewish people. They took everything and just dumped it. I don't know who these writers are. They took literally everything. I think if you've ever heard a joke about a black person or a white person or a Jewish person that's in this movie, and you've heard it 30 times and they repeat it in the least interesting, the least funny way. Yeah, it's bad. And I'm at the end, this 23-minute mark, and I stopped. I had to stop because they're doing this preachy. They have a message at the end. Okay, the whole thing. Eddie Murphy is a dad, and he's kind of racist, and he's like, you're white, so you can't marry my daughter. You are the worst guy for her. And the guy's like, listen, fuck you. I've been trying to, and I've loved your daughter, and you just hate me from the jump. And he has a point, okay? He has a point. Because that dad has been fully out and out racist. Just the black dad is out and out racist, okay? Annoying. The mom, okay. The Jewish mom. Let's now we're gonna get political, okay? Like, the white people in this film, and some white people in general, they're trying to relate to people they don't relate to, right? They're doing their best. They know basketball, they know music, and they like try to relate in the ways that they can, and they do their research and they do their best, like genuinely, and you can see that in this film. Like, that white lady is trying to identify with with the culture, and they don't give her a fucking centimeter of good faith. They don't give her anything. Everything is whatever the worst interpretation, whatever the most like offended that you could be, like the most woke. If you say something about like hair, if you say something about basketball, it's just the interpretation of these people is like, oh, you mentioned basketball in front of a black person. You and their facial reactions, you're automatically the racist. You're automatically the worst person. And so I just paused it in this part where there was a snafu at a dinner party. She accidentally like waved her hand and it snagged on one of the ladies' wigs. Which, how is that offensive? It was literally an accident. Like, you moved your hand in a weird way and it accidentally, and everyone's mad at her for accidentally like removing someone's wig. Like, it wasn't on purpose. And this black wife is yelling at this white lady she's like, you tell your friends and then all this stuff. And literally in the middle, right after, she had this whole event happen to her. It's probably hurtful for this white woman to experience this in front of a bunch of black girls. She went and did some research about black women's hair and researched the different wigs and different types, and she's asking questions, and you're giving her shit for it. And I know that like it's a film, and I don't know like what parts of the film, maybe that's the point, is to like have that conversation, but it's bad. Can we be charitable for 3 minutes? And that's the thing. The thing that I hate the most about the movie is just none of it's real. Because in real life, you're charitable to people in general. You give them the benefit of the doubt. I give people the benefit of the doubt. And if you black people aren't out here giving, and you white people, everyone, if you're not out here giving people the benefit of the doubt, fuck you. I don't know. You're part of the problem. Jesus Christ. To me, this was just, it wasn't funny. It was just like over the top, like just liberal propaganda about whites versus blacks, whites versus Jews, interracial. Like, none of this stuff is contentious now. Yeah, it might be contentious within maybe certain parts of the black community or certain parts of the white community, but like, what is this? This isn't 1970, bro. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass, but come, this is what is this? And you could, and I feel like, listen, it could have been done in a way. It could have been done in a way where, I don't know, where you really explore it in a real way. You know what I mean? There is a conversation to be had where, like, yeah, Jewish parents do want their children to marry Jew, and black parents, those two groups specifically want their children to marry like, especially the women of the two groups. There's a conversation to be had, and I don't know, you could flesh that out, that kind of, back and forth, and there is a back and forth to be had there, but it's definitely not in a comedy, definitely not in a, probably in some dramatic fashion, probably in some serious way. I don't even know how you would do it, and honestly, I'm not even interested in that movie, and if this was like advertised as that, I would fucking not watch it, right, I guess. Honestly, I watched it because Andrew Schultz said, "Oh, I was in a movie with with Eddie Murphy," and so I was like, "Fuck it, let me watch it." I like Andrew Schultz, but Andrew Schultz now, I honestly, Andrew Schultz is a sellout. And listen, Andrew Schultz is a sellout. But what I'll say about it is, I would also sell out. He got a paycheck for that. When he came out when I was listening to him initially come out against Kanye, just the stuff he was saying, like Kanye is out of pocket, fully gone, right? Fully gone. But to say that he's never made a good song is bullshit, right? But you would only say that if you're, on some sellout shit. So, yeah, I mean, this was sellout behavior. And he was, his character in the film was this, like, Trumper. He's like, I stormed the Capitol on January 6th. Like, I hate the vaccine makes you gay. Like, I don't know. It's just boring. Ugh. I don't watch stuff like this. If maybe it appeals to the libs, and they're like, oh yeah, they do think that. Like, if you want to watch a movie where you're like, oh yeah, I do. Like, you're not gonna laugh, but you may be like, oh yeah, I do think that they should happen. It's just a thing. Like, if that's what the reaction you want to have, like, for 2 hours, then by all means watch this film. But if you are at all, if you at all like laughing and being entertained, then skip it. Anyway, yeah, that's my opinion. Obviously, I'm not a famous person. I don't, some people, they get mad at you for negative reviews. It is what it is. I haven't produced any films. I'm just a fucking guy. I have an opinion and I give it out. So that's all. P. All right, look at that. I got a little Amazon package.